Hello everyone, and this is our team YHelp. I'm Isabel, Vice Leader, Presentation Designer and Minutes. I'll pass you on to Khadija.
I was a part of the social media and marketing part of the project.
Hi, my name is Kapru. I'm the lead implementer and programmer of the game.
Hi, my name is Bogdan. I did the project plan, the budget. I designed the logo and did the website and the application for the project.
Sadly, two people isn't with us. Georgia, our main leader, who was also the game designer, and Reese, who did our website design. Our game is for young men aged 18 to 24. The problem nowadays is that we give men a strong stereotype to be strong and they shouldn't show emotion, and I feel like that gives them problem to talk to people. What some solutions that I found out was that you really need good mental and physical health to help push them. This is Georgia's slide. She did the game design. She was also the main leader. She did a lot of research based on game design, and she did abstract, she did realistic, and some other ones, as you can see over there. We were also looking at 2D and classical designs. Who here likes games? Raise your hand. Who here likes books? Who likes music? All these has a message. It either motivates you, it gives you challenges and sets you goals. While I was researching my mental health and physical health, I found out that there was a lot of problems and very minimal solutions. Physical health is very important to help with your mental health. Once you have the good physical health, it will help you mentally. Some facts I found out was that men are 3 times as likely to take their own lives than women. Some triggers that might trigger people to suicide is trauma, bullying, social isolation and more. Some signs is withdrawal, acting recklessly and more. I'll pass you on to Bogdan.
So this is actually some of the bit I worked with another member of the group, who's not here today. Well, basically we developed like a design for how the website's actually gonna look like. So as it can be seen within the photo, at the top left of the website there will be a logo that will make it clear that the website belongs to YHelp, and the people will know what they are gonna browse. At the top side of the website there can be seen a navigation bar and also an introduction and more information about what's gonna be displayed within the website. Also there will be some statistics about like suicide and mental health in general, which are gonna be shocking obviously. These are the remaining pages that the website's gonna display, which are gonna be similar. They are gonna have an image of the sponsors for the website, as well as a link to their website plus information about them, so that the people can actually know that if they access the website of the company, then they can also see the sponsors, which could be helpful if they have any problems like sports or mental health or anything. These are similar, like these are the contact information, and images from AWS, Samaritans, where the people can actually see more information. It's the same thing here. This is the logo I have designed for the website. I decided to actually keep the name in the logo because I want it to be recognizable. Like you usually when you see a logo, you will mostly remember how the logo looks like, but so many times it happens that you forget the name of the company, so you'll be able to recognize the logo but not the name. Also, I decided to actually use the color green. First of all, because it reminds people of Samaritans, which basically builds up a connection between the two companies. And also because it's like a very relaxing color, it makes people think about health, and obviously will give them the idea that the application is actually related to mental health problems. And actually, this is, as showed before, this is the website I have created based on the designs. So first of all, a page will open, and as shown in the designs, the logo will be at the top. Then there's some information about YHelp and what the organization and the app does. Then the sponsors such as UK Active, London Sports, Lords, Samaritans, and AWS. Here are some statistics that are actually shocking. Like 5 in 100 people suffer of PTSD. That's a lot if you think about how many people there are. These are all the sponsors, such as Samaritans, and people will be able to read about them and visit their website. Also, we've got UK Active, London Sports, Lords, AWS, and The Solution, a newsletter where the people could actually get updates about the game or anything related to the sponsors, and our social media links. Also, they can read about our company as well, like YHelp, and what the application does, what's the purpose of the website, and see some more statistics that are important. We've also got some confessions of people who are living with mental illness, because it's important to see that others are going through this as well, like, and they are really like sad, like just reading about it is really sad. We've also got a contact us page where the people can actually get in contact and find us on the map. Our address, phone number, if they need any sort of help, like if they don't want to call a friend or someone, they could just phone us as well, or Samaritans. And we've also got a download link. When the application will actually be hosted onto like Google Play or App Store, the people will be able to go here and download it. And these are some of the designs that we've got for the loading screen, which were designed by Georgia. But we have more designs, but we haven't put them in the website yet.
So I was in charge of social media. My role was to look at different types of platforms so that we could reach out to different people, because not everyone uses the same platforms. So when it comes to communication, it's a known fact that young adults and teens are more likely to use social media to contact people rather than old-fashioned ways like texting and stuff like that. After looking at the stats, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter and Instagram had the most engagement with teens and young adults. And beforehand, I made a Instagram page. In the spare time, I tried to do some designs on like how I would want the game to be marketed to people. So I thought instead of just having like a generic logo, I would have like the logo and then different things that are in the actual game, because how many times have you gone to a shop and then you pick something from how it looks from the outside, but then you played or redid it and it's not how it's actually been marketed towards you. So I looked at different types of advertising, billboards, newspapers, buses, online social media. Nowadays, you're not really going to be looking at billboards. Most people are more likely to be looking into their phones and actually paying attention to what's actually going on around them. So I thought maybe social media is more an effective way to market the game.
Back to me, I am the lead game coder. First, before I even got into coding any of the game, I did research on what platform the game would be introduced on, what device the game would be introduced on, etc, etc. So for my first screenshot of the research, you could see that 66.65% of the entire population of the world own a mobile phone device. That's approximately 2 in 3 people. On top of that, out of that 66%, 85% of that 66% own Android mobile phones, whereas only 15% own iOS devices. For that reason, we decided to upload the game onto Android operating systems. This is a short video of me playing the game. Yeah, that's my record, 40 seconds basically. Each of them little bulldozer things that you have to kill can be reflected upon as like every little stage that you have to go through in order to uplift yourself. So say anxiety, anorexia, obesity, etc. And the big boss that you have to defeat in the end could be suicide, because suicide is the end result, which we don't want people to go through. And we can see, even though it took long to kill suicide, it is possible. I'm going to pass it over to Bogdan, who also created another game.
Hi again. So basically, as we were talking about it, we decided that why not develop 2 ideas, and maybe in the end, because they are both following like a retro design, like Mario, and then some spaceship games. So we could also like actually put them together and create a full game, like a retro style. And this would be me playing the game. And as you can see here, if you can read, but it's not gonna. I decided that after someone dies, for example, it would give them like a motivational message. So in this case, it says that this level seems quite difficult. Asking a friend to help you pass it is a great idea. Just like in real life, support is important, and you should not be ashamed to ask for it. And I believe that that's a strong message and should be implemented into a game.
So what I learned during this experience was how to use Prezi a bit. I haven't figured it out quite yet. I've also learned how to work with people I haven't worked with before, and I've also learned how to make sure my spelling and grammar's checked properly.
What I took from this experience is, I mean, I know it's going to come as a bit of a negative, but it was really exhausting for me, because I go to college, I go to work. I've got this project to do, another project to do. I have my mum at home, so it was like I had to manage my time really effectively, and I really I'm grateful for my group for still being able to put up with the fact that I wasn't able to produce as much work as the rest of them. But yeah, that's what I learned from the whole.
What I learned from the group was I was never confident doing public speaking or even working with people that I've never met before, let alone working with 6 people that I've never met before. I reckon we managed to pull it out through the bag. And yeah, it's been a pleasant experience for us. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Julia especially for putting it all together, AWS for hosting it, and all the sponsors too.
What I learned from this experience is that it's hard to put your point across and make people actually consider your ideas, and in the same time you want to consider their ideas and work together and actually have a solution that will go together well. So we all work together really hard to understand how to do that and how to actually develop different parts that will come together, and in the same time manage time with college and home and other personal problems that everyone goes through. So yeah, thank you so much.
When did you know that you were